tin line, and it's just after 3 o'clock. I'm a little late. I apologize. Having some technical difficulties hooking things up. But I'm here. So if you're there, please let me know. And we will get started. Hopefully, you can hear me, and it looks like I can see everything okay. So I am going to get started. So the first thing I want to do is let me just pop this into the frame here and show you. This is the card that I made last week, the little shaker card, easy shaker card with the gems and stuff. So what I like to do is I like to do a draw for any card that I made in a session. So basically anyone who commented on the last week's session or shared or liked the video will get into the draw. So I've got it set up here on another screen, and I'll move over. I'm just laughing because Nicole says my cat's not there today. And it was a great card. Thanks so much. Hi, Bobby. And she says, I can hear you fine. That's always great. So let me just switch over here. Let's see here. Share the screen. We want to go to this, and I'm hoping it's showing up here. And let me do the draw. So these are all the people that comment, liked, or shared, and that's how you get in on the draw for this week. And so it looks like it's Linda. So let me write Linda's name down here. Congratulations, Linda. I'll send this card off to you, and I'll stop the share here. Let's make sure it looks there. Okay, so hopefully it all worked. Joyce says, hello, hope you're well. Yes, I'm doing well. Hope you are well too, Joyce. Can't believe it's almost the end of August. That's just making me crazy. Okay, so let me pop over here to the layout. And Carol says, fun card to do. Yes, that was a fun card last week. I agree. Okay, so let me pop over here. And I am going to first just talk about celebration really quickly because I'm going to show some celebration stuff today. This is a promotion that ends at the end of August. And it is anything that you purchase, anything from any catalog, is get you a freebie. And so the freebies are in this book. There are 2 things sold out. They are this pool party set of envelopes and cards. That was the first thing to go. And the next thing is this tree lot die, which is very sad because it matches the stamp set inside the catalog. But Stampin' Up! Did bring in some extras here, and so I'll make sure I post a link there, but it's on my website, also in my last newsletter. And I'm going to use one of the things here today, a gingham embossing folder. And I'm also going to use today something in here. It is called the Rings of Love Special Dues Designer Series paper. And it actually matches the bundle Nature Ringed with Nature in the catalog. I can't even talk today. I'm just wondering where I put my catalog. Here it is. It matches on page 62 of this catalog. So it matches this cute little stamp set here. So it's got the little house and the little wood thing and the little poinsettia and some nice sayings, and then the actual dies and stuff. They have a cute folder and some dies that cut out these things, and these things here can be like mushrooms or gumdrops or whatever you want. So that's what I'm using. Let me just get all this out of the way. Oh, and this stamp set, Alphabet. It is from the main catalog here, using linen thread. That's why that's marked. Oh, I'm also going to use this layering circle dies. They're one of my favorites. I'll just show you those right in person in a second. I wanted to get to this bundle. It's on page 115 of the regular catalog. It's an alphabet bundle, and it comes with this cute little punch, and I'm going to show you how you use it. It's $45 for the punch and the alphabet set. So I'll show you all of that. I just wanted to show you where it was first. And I'm going to, Robin's already shared everything. Thank you. Hi, Ruth. So let me show you this paper now. It's all kind of cut up because I've already played with mine, but it's very beautiful paper. So there's this pattern here. I realize I'm just slightly out of camera here. I gotta move over just a bit and turn my light up maybe. There we go. So it's got a nice sort of watercoloring pattern on the background. And then there's this one, which has a kind of a plaid one. And then there's this lovely fallish kind of one. It's got a nice simple pattern on the back. And of course, there's 2 of every sheet. So let me just get the ones I haven't shown you. This one here, this is the one I'm going to use. This is, it's a bunch of little houses, and I thought, how awesome is that? It's actually got a nice backside to it too. And then there's kind of the one that matches the mushrooms and stuff in that stamp set, which is also very pretty. And nice little wood things on the back. This one here, it could be poinsettias or it could just be red flowers. And then I love this on the back. This would be good for scrapbooking too. Did I get them all? I think I got all the different patterns. Okay, so let me pull that aside. So what I did for the card we're going to make today is I took one of the big pieces here and I sort of trimmed it down so that I didn't lose any of these little houses. And then I took this and I die cut a bunch of the houses. So here is one that has been die cut. Got paper on my finger. And so what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to take another piece here and I'm going to cut out another one, this time not with a die cut, just with my paper snip scissors. And things like this are easy to cut out because they're very square. So let me just show you. With a good pair of sharp scissors, it's just a matter of going along the lines and just snipping things off. Turn the scissors or the paper. I actually like to turn the paper, and I'm leaving a little bit of a white border around each of this. Here, I'll show it to you in a sec. But see how quick and easy that was to cut that out? So I've got this and I've got this, and that's so that I can do a little relief element there on that card. So, and there's so many cute little houses that you could use, different colors. You could even put some of them together, like you could put this one. Here, I've actually cut one out. You can put it together with another one, little tiny one, whatever you want. So I've got a few of those. I've got one card already made up and one card half made up that I just ran out of time to do. So I'll show you those later. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this alphabet set. This paper is bothering me. Somehow I've got mint paper stuck to me. So let me do that right now. So I'm going to get, I feel all disorganized because of the technical glitches at the beginning, which was why I was late. I love the bird paper. The bird paper is very pretty. I think I'm actually going to use it in the card I have today. I've got this one cut, so I wasn't sure whether I was going to use that side or that side. But I think I am going to use the bird side because I like it too. Okay, so what I've done is I've mounted a word that I want on my blocks, and I've mounted them long ways. And I'm going to show you why in a sec, because you need that for the punch. Oh, and I forgot to show you the dies. See, I am discombobulated today. Hold on. Here's the dies. The layering circle dies that I showed you in the catalog. They're here. I always write the names on the back. There's 16 dies. This is one of my favorite go-tos for doing circles. There's a few, but this is one of them. This one's going to go down here. So I've just got them on 2 boards so you can see them here. Pad out of the way. So they've got the plain circles, and then they've got the scallops, and so they will all match together. So I've got out here this piece, which I've cut, and then this piece, which is going to layer in. It's going to give it a nice frame. See that? Okay, back to the alphabet. Hopefully I don't drop everything off the table here. Okay, so I've got this here. We'll start here. It may or may not be the right way, but it doesn't matter because we're punching it out. So I've got, oh yeah, that one's upside down. Kong, Grats. So I've just spaced these out enough on the on here so that I can punch them out. I don't think that little blob's going to matter, but we'll find out in a minute. So part of the set, it comes with these different little layers that you can put over top of the words, which is kind of fun. So you could just do an outline or stripe or floral. You could do whatever you want. And it's even got a couple extras like some stars and some flowers. It's got all of these things for French words or other languages. It's got numbers, which is kind of cool. And then like percentage, exclamation, brackets, $sign, pound sign. It's really quite clever, this stamp set. It's got a lot of useful things. But when I see alphabets, I go, oh, it's going to take me so long to cut that out and punch it out. But this one is not. It's super quick, and I'll show you. So I've decided that I want to give it a little bit of an overlay. So I'm going to just do this. And this is crumb cake. I'll hold this up in a sec. I can see that I'm all very crooked here. One of the things I might need to do is clean that, because I'm just getting a bit of transfer from the blue. What I probably should have done was stamp this little thing first and then stamp the words over top. But this works. So you could spell out someone's name, which would be kind of fun. These ones might be too close together. We'll see in a sec. But see, the punch goes in this way. So that's why I needed to do a nice little, if you can see that, sideways version of these letters. So I'm just going to punch each of these out. See that? I don't think the O is good. We'll have to redo the O. And the G. So this would be fun to do a personalized card. Yeah, so that little blob on there isn't going to make a difference because we're going to punch it right away. So I'm just holding the punch upside down so I can see what I'm doing. I don't like that T either. It's got a transfer on it. So we'll do another T and another O. Okay, so let me get that. There's the O. And we need a T. Oops. Let's see here. You know what? I think I might punch out the O first so that it doesn't mess up. So this is taking me a few minutes, but you can see it's really not that long to do a nice personalized word. So I'm going to stamp the T. I'm going to make sure that's clean first. And the T. Okay, and punch that out. Again, I'm going to hold this right up so you can see it. Lining it right up around. There's a nice little white border around there. And punch. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of these ink pads before I do what I just did. I just put my fingers in it. Let me get rid of this one too, and then I'll wipe my fingers. I'm telling you, if I can stamp after 19 years of Stampin' Up, you can totally do it too. Okay, so let's put all these together. I am going to be a little fiddly with this and put a ruler down here because I don't want to make this go crooked. So let's see here. I'm going to do, I think, 1 centimeter. So I'm going to just mark this 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter, and then another one down here, 1 centimeter. So you could do whatever you want. I know that this is going to work because I already laid out my card, and I'm going to give myself a little line here to make sure that my word is straight. That line does not look straight. Let's try that again, Jen. Hold on. One more time. I can see here I missed the one line. Okay, so see, I just wanted to do it twice to show you. 1 centimeter. Hopefully I'm not completely off the screen. My ruler's too large. 1, 1, and 1. Let's try that again. So it was that one, and that one. That looks straighter. Okay, yay. Okay, so now I'm going to try and make this even easier on myself. I'm going to just put a bunch of tape down there. But I am going to lay this out so I've spelled it right and I can roughly see where these things need to go. I see DD there. Let's see here. I'll check all your other comments in a sec. So C-O-N. I'm missing the N. Did I miss the N when I stamped it? Or it's probably fallen on the floor. We'll have to stamp another one. I'm also missing the R. Oh boy. I think I'm better check the floor. Jen is hurting today. Okay, so I need Kunger. There we go. So we just need an R and I need an N. Here's the R. So tell me what you're up to this weekend. Anybody have plans? We have Tom's family coming in from out of town because there's a bunch of birthdays in August, including yours truly. So we're going to celebrate them and visit with everybody. So that'll be nice. Okay, so we'll just do the little overlay again here. it off. There we go. Okay, now we're in business. As long as she doesn't lose them between now and the time she punches them out. So there's the N and the R. I said before, I cannot believe it is almost the end of August. The summer just seems to have flown by. Do you know I'm going to find those other letters as soon as I put this down, right? Okay, so there we go. I'm going to squish them all together. You could space them out. You could put them on dimensionals if you want, but I wanted to make this somewhat fast. So that looks like roughly it'll do. So I'm going to start laying this down because I've got tape right there. All I need to do is worry about lining up that line. My C is a little crooked. That might bother me, and I might have to change it. I'll make sure I change it before we give this card away. I was just trying to do this as fast as possible without misspelling the word, because that's always a bummer. So you can see by putting tape on here, I don't have to fiddle with those little wee bits. And I can line all this up. I will take my hands away in a second so you can really see this. Okay, what do you think? Is that, where did this go? Is that C really too crooked? And we got a little bit more space on, oh, there's no more tape there, that's why. A little more space on the one side than the other, but I think it will be okay. And this one, it needs to go down just a smidgy. So again, a little fiddly, but not too bad to get something personalized, which is kind of nice. And yes, there are other congrats sayings in the catalog, but if you didn't have it, or like I said, if you wanted to make this someone's name, then you would want an alphabet set. Okay, so that C will bother me, but I'll fix it later, I promise. Okay, so now of course I need to get rid of that line. So I've got a nice white eraser here that I'm going to use, and really it doesn't show because I put the stuff right there, except for in between and at the end. Okay, so there we go. So what do you think? That's kind of cute, eh? And on the bird, I've got kind of the brown paper and all that in there. It's very pretty. Okay, so let's fold our card base in half. This is actually a simple card. Just take Jen it's a little longer than the normal person to do this. Okay, so I'm going to increase that. And then I've got this gingham folder. It is one of the ones you can get for free during celebration. It is actually in the annual catalog as well. So I've already run that through that folder. And so this is what it looks like. It's got a nice little, almost like a checkered pattern on there. And so I'm going to lay this on here, but first I'm going to make sure this fits okay. And if it didn't, I could trim some off. So that looks pretty good. So let me put tape on here. I put a little bit in each corner. And a little bit along the edge for something long. I'm going to fit it this way because if there's any extra to cut off, I would cut off that end, which is a bit longer. Okay, pretty. Love the colors. Love the colors. Okay, now this is going to go on here. And there is a little bit long. Look at that right there. So I can take my paper snips. This is a good thing. And just cut away the extra. Okay, get rid of that. A little bit in each corner. I really like the bird paper, Nicole says. It's super pretty. There's a few patterns in that paper that is really, really, really nice. I'll show you another version of this after. Okay, so I've got that. Neat punch for the letters. It is super cute, and there's other stuff I'm sure you could do with it, but I think it's just so cute for the letters. Okay, I've got some linen thread here. This is also in the main catalog, and I'm going to just open my card up. I'm going to leave myself a little tail here. And then I'm going to wrap that around. Wrap it around as many times as you want. I've got it 2 there. And then I'm going to cut off a little bit. I'm going to tie it into a knot, a bow, whatever you want. Just making sure it looks okay inside the card. And I'm going to tie it over here. I've perfected this kind of thing where I lay my finger down as if someone's holding that for you, but you could slide a bone folder in there or something to hold down. Just something so that you can tie a knot. Okay, so you could leave it like that if you want. Just trim those ends up. Just sliding that down so it's even. I am going to tie a little bow because I have the room here, And again, I just tie a regular bow, loose and sloppy, and then I just pull those ends until I get it looking a little prettier and even. Okay, and then I can trim away the excess. Although I do want a little bit of curly curly. Okay, so then let's grab this piece here. So this obviously is a, well, that's very pretty on that side too. A housewarming type of card. So someone who maybe moved into a new house, or if you're a realtor, it might be something that would be cute for that. So I'm going to add that on there with dimensionals. I'm going to grab my dimensionals and put it down. Like I said, I'll have a look at your comments. Find out what you're doing this weekend. I think it's supposed to be nice and sunny here in Kingston, so that'll be nice for the family visit. So that's going to go on like that. And then, like I said, I cut out this extra little house here. So I'm going to add that one too with dimensionals as well. I'll hold this all up in a second. So there it is there right now. Okay, so then I'm going to add this to make it even more popped up. So super cute, eh? Not done yet, of course. Okay, so one of the things I want to do here is I'm going to add a little bit of Wink of Stella, and I'm going to add it to the windows. Now, this may or may not show up in the video. I'm going to hold it up, but I thought the windows would be kind of, you know, glossy if you looked at them. So let's, maybe the light too. Let's add that to the windows. So I'm just going to turn that slowly, and hopefully you can see that it's kind of shiny. And then I could add some bling here too. So let's see here. I've showed you these guys before. This is the, they're called For Everything Fancy Sequins, and there's green, blue, and pink sequins. Very, very pretty. So I'm going to stick with the blue here just to make it all match, although the green would probably work too. All right, and instead of the sequins this time, I'm going to grab, there's these flat bits. I'm going to hold this up so you can see. See that there? It's just like a hexagon shape. So it's a little more subtle than the sequins, which are a little more blingy. And I'm going to get a few of those out. There's a few different sizes too, actually. I should have grabbed my Take-A-Pic tool, but I figured I could just root through here and find them. Okay, there's another one. There's 3. Let's do 3. Although 5 might be nice on here too. So let me just sort of figure out where they're going to go. Just add a tiny bit of bling. Maybe one there, one there, one there. That looks good. Okay, and I'm using my 2-way glue pen. When you do this, you want to screw off the white part, not the black. If you do screw the back part off, just tighten it up. I like to start it on a piece of scrap to make sure it's coming out okay. And then I'm going to just put the little piece of glue there and put that right over top. Same here. Right over top. I just licked my finger, by the way. I apologize. There's my dog. He's been very barky lately. Whenever he hears a truck or something on the street, he decides he wants to bark. Okay, so let me just put this away. So to get this back away, you want to hold this steady because it kind of bounces around. And you want to just insert that into the hole. It's not as hard as it sounds. Although I do think I need new glasses, which I'm currently not wearing anyways. I can't hold it up to the camera and do it. I gotta have it close to my eyeballs. There we go. Okay, and screw, put away. And of course, we're gonna put this away so that we don't lose them or spill them. Hold on a second. Put these away, and then I'll show it to you. I'm gonna show you my other card, and I'll show you my half card. Okay, so there's this card here. And you can see there's that little bit of bling here from those sequins, a little bit of bling here. Really nice home. Congratulations on your new home. So here is the other one I did. And you can see it's very similar. I've just used a different house, but I have popped it up as well. And then I used a different pattern paper, still from that same pack. And I did use exactly the same colors. Now I do have 5 sequins on here. Robin says she really likes the tiny end for gluing. Yeah, that fine tip glue is nice for things like that. So pretty, eh? Now let me show you the one I've got half done. So here's one I decided to do mint. and I decided to do the back of that bird paper, and I did a mint house. I hadn't cut out the house yet, and I was actually going to try and put a different saying on here just to show you it could be for anything. In fact, the one I had out, I was going to use, is right here. I was going to use this one, Charming Sentiments, and I thought something like wishing you everything wonderful would be cute on here, or something like that, or super mega news if someone sold their house or something like that. So I thought that was kind of cute. So that is my card. Let me check your comments. Carol says cute. And then she said really cute. Thanks, Carol. Cute card for a new house. That's exactly what I was thinking of. And it makes the letters stand out exactly once you've done them with a thing, a little, I can't talk, this piece over top. It really does make them stand out. But there's so many different ways you could do this. This could be in a dark cardstock and white letters. You could do lots of fun stuff with that. Really like the bird paper, Nicole says. Bobby says, yes, a great punch. And let's see here. Absolutely gorgeous paper. I wish they were all like that. Seriously, that paper is very pretty, and I'm kind of late to the party on giving it some love, but I really do love it. And I don't have the other bundle that matches this. The paper itself is, to me, something that stands on its own, and you can do lots of fun stuff with. Okay, let's see here. Shared, thanks so much. Okay, it looks like I got all your comments, so let me just pop back here to me. Let's see here. There we go. So that's great. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. And I'm going to just scroll one more time just to make sure I'm not missing anybody's comments. Carol says she loves it. Thanks so much. And Bobby says beautiful card. Thank you, guys. You make a girl's day. This is my best part. My favorite part of the week is making cards to show you guys. I love that. Makes me feel like we're almost sitting beside each other crafting. So anyways, thanks again for watching me today, and don't forget to comment, like, and share to get in on the draw for this card that I just made. And I will do that next week, and I'll be here again next week, same time, same place, and I hope to see you then. Have a lovely weekend, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.